The woods of Tennessee are filled with possibilities. What can happen in here is often up to you. Hunters come focused for turkey or deer. Hikers wander for solitude, even exercise. Cheatham County's Lundy-Cupp is on a mission of his own. It's a hunt and a hike where the opportunities are endless.
This is half the fun, walking around looking for cool pieces.
It won't take any great strategy or an early morning start to make his hunt successful.
It's a little too much rot on this one.
His prey isn't even alive, but it will come to life once he gets his hands on it.
Generally, I'm just looking for a cool piece of wood.
A sharp handsaw and an even sharper imagination lead Lundy to this. A carved collection of happy hickory, outlandish oak, and popular poplar people.
Yeah, wise and whimsical. I like whimsical.
Creations from the woods, but not of the woods. He doesn't make creatures. Instead, it's all about people and their features.
The faces just seemed more interesting, from a young face to an older. I especially like carving older faces with wrinkles, with experience, with expression.
In a way, it takes a character to make a character. Lundy has the personality for that.
You know, a lot of people say that a lot of my carvings look like me. Go figure. I'm okay with that.
His nonchalant, let the chips fall where they may attitude drives his hammer and chisel to a never predetermined destiny.
Gonna sneak up on these. I just started slicing it up, and this is who's showing up.
Often what shows up depends on the time of year. For most, Halloween means pumpkin pie. For Lundy, it's a time to put pie in the face.
I really look forward to the end of September and October. I love that time of year.
When the chisel doesn't cut it, he skips right over Plan B and goes for Plan C, chainsaw.
I'm just winging it, and I do that a lot.
What's lovable about Lundy, he never knew he could do this, never carved anything, until picking up a pocket knife 6 years ago.
And it was fun, so I did it again. And carved a face, and that surprised me even more.
The big surprise is that now carving is a full-time career. Lundy is a little bit Lazarus, breathing new life into dead wood, and into his Kingston Springs hometown, where one of his wise guys now watches over Main Street.
I'm extremely shocked. I did not know this was in me. Had no idea. And when you discover something at 47, I guess that would be a shock.
Lundy had a life before carving. He was a criminal fraud investigator. Back then, occasionally, he'd put on camouflage, walk in the woods, and spy on bad guys.
This is way more fun, a lot less dangerous.
It didn't take long to adjust to a new life in the wonderful wilds of Tennessee.
Growing up in Minnesota, when my wife and I moved here, I fell in love with this property before I even saw the inside of the house. I said, we'll take it. She said, you haven't even seen the inside. But I came down here and I started walking around. It's great.
Great out here in his woods. It's all friends and fermented family.
Uh-oh. Uncle Bob tipped over. Uncle Bob, that was, I think, the first large log I've ever carved, and so he's a little flat and not a lot of detail, but I love what's happening to him, though, so he's going to be around for as long as he's standing anyway.
The woods aren't going anywhere either, no matter if it's hot or cold.
Still a lot of Minnesota in me, eh? So if it snows, I'm out here, you know. The colder, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
So the future looks good, with no need to worry about supplies.
So much wood, so little time, you know. That's kind of how it is.
And it's the way it will be, carving out a new life with his carvings.
I go to sleep thinking about the project, and when I wake up in the morning, I can't wait to get to work. I mean, how great is that? I wish everybody could experience that. I know I'll be doing this forever. As long as I can physically do it, I'll be carving.
I'm Terry Bolger on Tennessee's Wild Side.